Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Qualifying will start in like 5 minutes, I think. So I think we can start as well the stream. I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to be either a Ferrari or a Mercedes pole. It was kind of close in the last in the last practice session between Hamilton and it was Antonelli or Russell. I don't remember which driver was, but it was very close for the fastest lap. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, we can do this. Actually, no. Okay, it's going to, okay. It's working and everything is in order. But yeah, let me swap over to the other side, the other scene, I should say. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Okay. Everything seems to be, fine, thankfully. Hopefully the timing won't freeze or anything like that. Yeah, it was Lando Norris who ended up winning last year. But Verstappen has the most wins. It's already round 8, that's crazy. Although it would have been like round 10 or 11 if, we had not been cancelled the races in the Middle East. But yeah, it's round 8, Austria. Almost said Australia, but we already had that. Just want to double check. Yeah. I might move the hold on. I might move the this one a little bit, so we can see the gaps, or you guys can see the gaps as well between the drivers and not just the fastest lap. It's very hot. It's very fucking hot today, and it's going to be in for a few more days in Europe right now. There is like some crazy heat wave going on, 2 minutes and the session will start. They are showing the usual like camera scenes. It's very, this circuit was built in a very pretty place, with all these mountains around it. It's very good, very fucking good. It's beautiful, Okay, they are showing Antonelli. And I mean, he won the first 2 practice sessions. He finished 3rd in the last practice session, but Ferrari is going to be there. Fight for pole position, although they might, I don't know, maybe Mercedes will pull something out of the bag. I don't think it's going to be Verstappen who's going to, get pole position. At least I doubt that's the case. Or McLaren. Like, Cadillac did bring a lot of upgrades to this weekend. I think like 10 different upgrades or something like that. And Aston still have not managed to bring any upgrades to the car. So I think it's kind of obvious that Cadillac is going to be undoubtedly quicker than Aston. But in the Constructors' Championship, Aston Martin is still ahead of Cadillac because of that 1 point they got in Monaco, which could have gone to Cadillac, but I think Perez made some. I think he got penalized. That's why he did not get that point. But it's kind of weird how Aston Martin doesn't have any upgrade yet on the car. It's one of the Haas cars and the two Cadillacs at the. Oh yeah, there is a bit of a traffic jam going on. Yeah. They have to push the other Cadillac as well, I think. Or is it going to fit? I don't think so. But there was a bit of a traffic jam. It's going to be Ocon in the Haas. Yeah, indeed, Ocon. And of course, the two Cadillacs. And I think, who is that? Okay, the two Williams cars are leaving as well. Stroll and Hülkenberg are also out on the track. Like, I'm not watching the telemetry, that you guys can see on the left. I'm watching the live feed, and there is like a bit of a delay between or comparing the live feed and the telemetry. So I can see things kind of with a delay because I'm watching the live feed and not the telemetry. I think it's like a minute or something like that, for the delay. I think crazy. Oh, Russell is also leaving the pits for his first run. But it's going to be Ocon who gets to start the qualifying, or he will be the first driver to set a lap time. Yeah, he already started his timed lap. Yeah, that Haas car is pretty good looking in my opinion, Very good looking car. A lot of drivers out on the track now. I think both Aston Martins are out on the track, both Cadillacs. Same goes for the Williams cars. Hülkenberg is out, and Russell as well. I mean, Ocon went a bit wide into, or after turn 1, on the exit of turn 1 to be exact. Yeah, like on the telemetry, you guys can already see the time they said, but on the live feed, I can't yet. But yeah, Ocon is first ahead of Perez and Bottas. I mean, Perez is only 4 tenths away, from Ocon. But of course, the track is going to improve, so Russell is starting his flying lap as well. They're actually showing the onboard footage from Russell. Yeah, these cars have a pretty high speed or high top speed as long as they have the battery, Because after that, the car just simply can't do much. The engine is kind of weak. I mean, it's just a V6, So without the battery, it's kind of, it would struggle to stay above 300 kilometers per hour. Considering that this engine is like, it has less horsepower than the Formula 2 engines, without the battery, of course. Obviously, Russell is going to go first. He's going to be the fastest. Yeah, indeed. That was not really a question, to be honest. Obviously, he's in the best car from the drivers who, set a lap time. Hülkenberg second, Ocon third, and we have the two Williams cars very close to Ocon. And then we have Perez, Bottas, Alonso, and Stroll. Like, yeah, as I said, that Aston is going to be the slowest team without a doubt with, you know, with these kinds of upgrades for Cadillac. Like, without a doubt, Aston is the slowest team on the grid right now. Norris is also out on the track. Hamilton as well. Antonelli as well. Verstappen is on a flying lap. And Hedjar and Norris as well. And Verstappen is coming around to finish his... Oh, he actually goes first. Oh, look at that. By over 0.4 of a second, what the hell? And Hedjar goes second. By just 1/1000th of a second away from Verstappen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's kind of a surprise. Okay, Norris goes first. Almost 1.5 tenths ahead of Verstappen and Hedjar. Piastri P4. But yeah, it's very surprising that the Red Bulls are so good. They went in front of Russell by a significant margin. Leclerc P5. Hamilton P2. Hamilton P2. 31/1000th of a second away from Norris, who currently leads. I mean, it was kind of expected that McLaren would do well here, you know, around this track, or would do better than what they actually capable of. Gasly P8. Colapinto P9, okay. Antonelli is on a flying lap. He has a green sector, so he might not be able to beat Norris. But I think he will beat Russell. I mean, Russell is P7 right now. So he should be able to, you know... Oh, never mind. Antonelli, fastest second sector. Can he pull it off? Because his first sector was just simply green. It was not purple. And yeah, indeed, Antonelli goes in front of Norris by almost 0.2 tenths. But yeah, the McLaren seems to be, you know, good around this track, which was kind of suspected. That lap time was not very good for Russell, only P8. Although he might be safe even with that lap, you know. But there is no reason to, you know, try to gamble on that. He's actually just starting another lap, yeah. Because like the track will improve. Oh, there was a big slide if I ended up seeing that correctly. He put down the power a bit too early, it seemed like. Bortoleto still did not set any laps. Like he went out for one lap, it seems like. Because the telemetry is showing that his tires are 1 lap old. So maybe he just did one like out lap and then came back to the pits. I don't know if there is an issue with his car, but actually Bortoleto is on the track right now. Yeah, indeed, he's on the track. but he's going to be the last driver to set a lap. Actually, he's on a time lap, okay. He was just simply waiting a bit until the track improved. Russell still only P8, over half a second away from Antonelli, and Bortoleto goes up to P14 ahead of Hülkenberg. Albon, P16. That's going to be the last position. Perez up to P18. Very close to Sainz in terms of lap time. 7 minutes to go, yeah. Bottas is also on a flying lap. Hülkenberg started a new one. I mean, he has to. Although I don't think that Perez or Bottas could, make it out of Q1. So it's better be safe than sorry. Oh, Hülkenberg went very wide. Oi. Yeah, he's just sliding all over the place. He's pushing way too hard. I think he should abort that lap. Is he going to abort it? No, it doesn't seem like it, but yeah, he was sliding. Yeah, dude. He's throwing that car around like crazy. 1.4 seconds away. Yeah, he did not improve. That was a very bad third sector. He messed it up. He was sliding all over the place. Yeah, Matteo Binotto. Not exactly happy with the performance, I suppose. Or with that lap. But yeah, Aston Martin, 21st and 22nd. I mean, they are very close to each other in terms of lap time, but, as you can see, Alonso is already 1.2 seconds away from Ocon. So, yeah. It's a crazy large difference. It's a crazy lot, yeah. And now they're showing the replay of Hülkenberg, who was, he was throwing that car around like crazy. Yeah, he was also sliding in the last corner, or out of the last corner. His first two sectors were green, so he would have improved, but yeah, that last sector was very bad. And yeah, 1.2 seconds for Alonso from Ocon. That's insane. I mean, I don't think they ended up bringing any upgrades yet, and it's definitely showing. They are doing so fucking bad. They are, without a doubt, the slowest team on the grid. Even Cadillac is going to be faster than them. Yeah, like Russell couldn't really put together a good lap. I think that was the case in the last free practice session as well. Like at the beginning of it, like he really struggled to put a great lap together, and now it's the same because he did 2 flying laps and he's P8 right now. Over half a second slower than Russell. Yeah, no action on the track, except Hajar is out on the track. And one of the Williams cars, I think that might be Albon. Also leaving the pits. Actually, both Williams cars are leaving. One of the Haas cars are leaving. Hey, everyone is leaving. Everyone is leaving. Yeah, suddenly there is a large group of cars going very slow in the pits. Someone stopped. Okay, that's one of the Haas cars who stopped because of the Alpine, who is also rolling very slowly. Well, yeah, they are not in a hurry, that's for sure. Yeah, everyone is lining up to exit the pits now. I mean, 3 minutes to go, so... And Hedjar is going to start his flying lap. He's P5 currently. He went out a bit earlier than the others, but I don't think he's going to get traffic. I mean, there is someone ahead of him that might be a Cadillac. No, it's going to be a Haas car, possibly. Yeah, indeed. But he pulled to the side, so, you know, he was not in any danger of impending Hedjar. He's coming up on a Williams, maybe, or a Alpine. Yeah, Alpine. But he pulled aside. And last corner, let's see where Hedjar ends up. P5, okay. Still the same position, no change in that. So I guess Norris is not, Norris is not going to go out. The same goes for Hamilton and Verstappen and Leclerc. They are not out. They're checking something on the car of Lando Norris at the back. With the brakes, maybe. There is some issue with the brakes, possibly. But yeah, I don't really know why Antonelli went out again, you know? What's the point? There is absolutely no point in going out again. Colapinto on board. Oh, he just hit some bug. So the screen is kind of messed up, but it ended up sliding off, thankfully. Ocon is improving. He's P20 currently, not a good qualifying so far for him. Colapinto goes P9. Ocon is definitely going to improve. P13, okay. And Sainz is going to be the next driver to set a lap. P18 current. Oh, almost. Holy shit, Sainz almost dropped it. But he goes up to P14 now. Album. Okay, P18. Lindblad. P8, okay. Bortoleto. He has a green first sector. Oh, he goes wide. He went into the gravel a bit. I think that might be a... Yeah, I don't know if he's going to improve. I mean, he's in P16. He goes up to P12. So he's going to be safe. That's for sure. Hülkenberg is going to be the next. Let's see. P17 currently. And he makes it. P15 for Hülkenberg. Russell is also on a timed lap. He's P10, but yeah, like I don't know why he would go out. He's safe. Russell P5. He puts it together. Then we have the two Cadillacs, Bottas. Okay, he does not improve. His last sector was not good. Yeah, so Cadillac P19 and P20 ahead of the two Aston Martins. I mean, Alonso managed to get within 1 second to Bottas, you know, so yeah, that's crazy that, you know, Aston is 1 second away from Cadillac. Not even talking about, you know, the other teams or the front runners. Yeah, like this is just... This has to be one of the worst cars. You know, it's very surprising. And that was a good lap, yeah. Not what we want, but not too far. We're getting closer. I mean, very weird situation for Aston, but yeah, like, I mean, Alonso did say that he's fine with, with, how do I say it, like, with the situation, because he believes in the project of Aston Martin, and stuff like that, but he also said that these things require time. Oh, they are showing the replay of Albon? Yeah, he kind of messed up turn one. I guess that's why he did not improve. And he also messed up turn three, or turn, last turn. Oh, yeah. He was sliding like crazy. But yeah, like, Alonso did say that he was, he believes in Aston Martin and the project, and that they just need time and stuff like that. But the problem is that within that project, Alonso is the one who doesn't have time left. Like, he's 40. He's going to turn 45 years old, I think, this year, or 46, or something like that. Like, he doesn't have time, to wait until Aston Martin gets it together. He just simply does not have time. Of course, they can keep rehiring him again and again and again, because, he's still doing well. And the same goes for Hamilton. He's also on the older side of the grid. He's the second oldest driver on the grid. 42 years old or something like that. And, he recently ended up winning a race, so both of them are doing well. But Alonso is being held up or held back by the bad Aston Martin car. And it doesn't seem like that's going to change this season, So like, I understand that he believes in the project, but he doesn't have time to wait until, Aston Martin improves. Because he's a bit too old for that, I think. And of course, how do I say it? Like, they can keep him around for a few years, I suppose, but at some point they have to stop and look for someone else, Because it would be kind of embarrassing to rehire, I don't know, a 50 or 47 years old Alonso. Like, there has to be other options, But I guess it's going to be kind of difficult in a way to find a high profile driver, or someone who is fast and experienced, because, well, Aston is not really a great team. That's for sure. And I suppose they don't want a rookie in the team, because they had Drugovic, but they would have never given him a chance, at the team. There is just simply no room for him. Okay, they are showing a replay of Bortoleto. Oh yeah, they are showing the replay where he went a bit too wide, He kind of touched the gravel trap or went into the gravel just a bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, 33 Celsius. It's very, very hot in Europe right now. It's crazy. It's a lot warmer here than there, But yeah, it's crazy. There is a crazy heat wave going on in Europe. And it's bad. It's really fucking bad. Yeah, Q2 did not start yet. They are still waiting. But of course, the drivers are in the cars. It would be kind of surprising if Russell manages to get pole position, because it doesn't look like that he can go up against Antonelli at this track. Antonelli just seems to be too consistent and fast around here, you know. Oh, yeah, and now they are showing Lawson. There was some rumor that he might be replaced by Nikola Tsolov next season, but I don't know. Like I had really high hopes for Lawson, considering how crazy good his career was before F1. You know, like he almost ended up winning in the German Touring Car Championship. It was kind of a, how do I say, like cheated championship in a way, you know, because he was torpedoed at the last race in the first corner, I think twice in both races by one of the BMWs or Audis, I don't remember. But yeah, he was torpedoed, so he ended up retiring from that race. And at the end, he lost it because, well, Mercedes gave out a team order to, I think it was Augusto Farfus, maybe, or I don't remember who was the driver, but he was leading the race and he had to let off the throttle and let the second Mercedes driver go, you know. And he had to. There was a big gap between them, like 20 seconds, and that was a pretty bad team order. You know, there was a big outcry after that because it was very embarrassing in a way. You know, that you are leading the race by 20 seconds and the team tells you that, hey, you need to slow down and wait for your teammate and let him through. So yeah, that was bad. But you know, Lawson almost ended up becoming a champion in his first season in DTM. He almost became a champion in Super Formula, the Japanese championship. And he was also a frontrunner in Formula 2, you know. But I think Red Bull messed up his career a bit, you know. Like they should have gave him the seat maybe in like 2023 or 24, you know. Because for some reason for 2024, or actually before that, Red Bull decided to rehire Ricardo. Like, why? Why? It was the stupidest thing I have seen. And they put him, of course, in the Racing Bull cars, but they decided to rehire Ricardo for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, there was no point for that, you know. And before that, they hired Nick De Vries, you know, who wasn't even a Red Bull Junior at all. Like he was a Mercedes affiliated driver, and they decided to hire him for 2023 in the Alpha Tauri, and then they got rid of him after like 8 races or something like that. So there was absolutely no point. And then of course they put in Ricardo. I don't know why would they rehire Ricardo, and then I think Lawson did score points on his debut race. Ooh, Norris is on a flying lap and he almost ended up losing it on the last corner. But yeah, he goes first. 1 minute, 7 seconds, and 321 thousandths of a second. But yeah, like there is a decent chance that, you know, Lawson will be let go from Racing Bulls. Like he's not a bad driver, that's for sure, but he's not exactly, I don't know. I had high hopes for him, but well, Although, I mean, even if he was doing extremely good, where would you put him? Like, there is no point in putting him in the Red Bull because he's just going to be a number two to Verstappen, like all the other drivers was, like Hadjar or Gasly, like there is no point in putting him in the Red Bull. Lawson goes second. Well, never mind. They're just leaving the track or the pits, I think. That's why they are being shown. Yeah, Verstappen, Hadjar, and Norris is the order currently. It's kind of surprising that Verstappen and Hadjar are ahead of Norris. Like Hadjar is doing well this at this round, He's not very far from Verstappen. Okay, Leclerc goes in front. Number 1, Hamilton. He's coming around the final corner and he's going to. Where is he? Okay, second place. Lawson and then Lindblad, P6 and P7. Lindblad is also doing pretty well, but it's the same thing for him as for Lawson. Like, where would you put him? There is no reason to put him in the Red Bull. To be number 1 to Verstappen, But yeah, Berman, Ocon are P8 and P9. There is a decent gap between them and the Racing Bulls. Gasly P6. He also seems to be very good around this track, at this weekend. Hülkenberg P11. Both Antonelli and Russell are on a timed lap. And Antonelli goes first, ahead of Leclerc by almost 0.3 of a second. Piastri P2, very close to Antonelli. And where is Russell? Where the hell is Russell? Because he still have not set a lap time. Gasly replay. Ooh, he was also sliding out of the last corner. And Russell, ooh, he locked up, went way too, yeah, I guess he aborted the lap. He went over that really tall curb, on the outside of turn 3, I think. But yeah, he locked up and went too wide. That's why he doesn't have a lap time. Because he aborted the lap. I mean, he can't really afford a mistake like this again, He might not make it into Q2 if he's not careful. Yeah, Piastri P2 and Norris P7. Piastri is very close to Antonelli. I mean, drivers after the 5th position are, over half a second away from Antonelli's lap time. Oh yeah, Norris also was sliding out of the last corner. That seems to be like a thing they do this season or this race. Or this weekend, I should say. Who is that? Norris? Yeah, it seems like Norris is also leaving. The same goes for Russell. They are leaving the pits with 5 minutes to go. Call up into P12. He's very far from Gasly, yeah. He's very far from Gasly. But they are going to improve, I think. 4 minutes to go. They're going to improve. I don't know if the Haas cars can manage to get into Q3. And yeah, Norris starting his flying lap. The same goes for Russell. Russell has to. Like, he can't really mess it up again. Because he's dead last. He's 16. With no time set. Because of the mistake he made during the first timed lap. Hedger is also out on the track. The same goes for Leclerc and Hamilton. Lawson, Lindblad, and Ocon are out on the track. Norris is going to finish his flying lap soon. He's P7 currently. He said the fastest second sector, okay. He goes up to P3. Barely behind PS3 by just a few thousandths of a second. And now let's see Russell. Where does he end up? This seemed like a clean lap. P4, yeah. This was a clean lap. Over 2 tenths away from Antonelli. But yeah, this was kind of scary for Toto Wolff, I guess. Yeah, he's smiling a bit. That Russell managed to put the lap together. But yeah, it seems like he's struggling with that in this weekend. The same was the case in the first parts of the free practice sessions. You know, he couldn't really put up or put together a great lap, and he seems to be struggling with it still. Leclerc, Hamilton P5 and P6 for now, but both of them are on timed laps. Excuse me, there was some problem with the live feed. Let me fix that. I guess it wanted to play an ad or something, and I have a ad blocker in Opera, you know, in the browser, and it could not, so it just simply stopped the live. I mean the F1 live, not my live. But yeah, Hamilton, Leclerc, P5, P6. Lawson and Lindblad. Can they go faster? Lawson P8, Lindblad. Let's see. Lindblad goes P9 and Behrman P14 for now, but he's also going to finish his flying lap very soon. It would be a surprise if he went up into the top 10. I don't think he will. Almost P11 in front of Gasly. Hülkenberg goes P13 from P16. Then we have Bortoleto as well, finishing his lap. Oh, P11 from P15. Gasly is going to be the last driver, maybe, who finishes a flying lap. Oh, he kind of lost it in the last corner. P11, he doesn't make it. He almost ended up pushing Verstappen out. That was very fucking close. That was very fucking close. Holy shit. That was very close between Verstappen and Gasly. But yeah, I don't think the others are going to set a lap. What happened? Yeah, Colapinto is in the pits. He's very far from Gasly. Very, very far. He's going to qualify P16. But yeah, the drivers who did not make it is Gasly, Bortoleto, Berman, Hülkenberg, Ocon and Colapinto. And the drivers who made it are Antonelli, Piastri, Norris, Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, Lawson, Lindblad and Verstappen. That was very risky by Verstappen to just, sit inside the garage and hope that no one sets a better lap, but it was enough. Barely, but it was enough. Yeah, like Gasly is having how do I say, like he was kind of surprised that they did not go through into the last part of the qualifying, but I agree with him because so far he's been having a really good weekend here. Much better than Colapinto, because Colapinto is very far away from him, like over a second away, or around a second away from Gasly. But yeah, Ocon also did not make it. What a surprise. Oh wait, Colapinto made a mistake. Because they are showing a replay. Oh yeah. 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 So that's why he didn't improve. Like into the first corner, he lost the rear a bit and he slid over the high curb and he just aborted the lap. But yeah, now it makes more sense as to why was he so far away from Gasly. Because he messed up the last flying lap. And Berman? Did he also make a mistake into turn 1? Oh, never mind. Oh, he was really upset. I mean, yeah, it was a good lap, but he's kind of upset. He was kind of like slamming the steering wheel, I guess. But yeah, that's Q2. And now we're waiting for Q3. For the last, session of the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look like that Verstappen is going to be anywhere near pole. But he had a great Q1, you know. For a second, it looked like that he might be able to fight for pole position. Yeah, there is just a bit of a wait until, the cars once again get out on the track. But yeah, it would have been kind of weird that Colapinto was this far away from Gasly. It all makes sense. I guess he's going to be very upset with that. because Gasly was almost in the top 10. So maybe if Colapinto puts together a good lap, he would have been, maybe he would have been fast enough to push Verstappen out of the top 10. And yeah, we are back on the live feed once again. People just chilling on those, I don't know what it's called, like it's a premium ticket or something like that, where you can go up above the garages and shit like that. I guess that's like some sort of a premium ticket. Or a very expensive one. Although maybe Austria is not part of the more expensive, prices when it comes to the tickets. The most expensive one has to be like Las Vegas or something, It has to be. Yeah, a lot of fans out. I don't envy them, that's for sure, because, bro, the weather it's very hot right now over there and here as well, but yeah. It's like 34 or 35 there, I think. We have a few more minutes. Actually, one more minute, I think, until we begin with, qualifying begins now. I mean, the track is green, but maybe some drivers will wait. Because they don't seem to be like leaving the track or leaving the pits yet. Everyone seems to be like chilling. Piastri. He was kind of, how do I say, like kind of in the background this season, It's a shame because last year he did such a good job fighting for the title. It's a shame he lost it, of course, but yeah, I don't know if that took a big toll on his mental state or something. But yeah, he's not really. He was in the background so far in this season. Last year it was Norris on pole, but I don't think that he can pull it off once again. Yeah, no one is no one is leaving yet. Everyone is just simply waiting for someone else, I guess, to start the session. Yeah. Great qualifying so far from Lindblad. Okay, so Leclerc is going to go out. They are preparing his car. The same goes for Norris. And Antonelli as well. They are removing the tire heaters. Hamilton Yeah, everyone is getting ready to leave. The pits. Yeah, that's a Red Bull, and who is that in front? Can't really see, but 2 cars are already leaving. Oh, well, actually, everyone is behind. So who is that in front? Is it a McLaren? It might be. Yeah, it looks like a McLaren. I guess Norris is going to be the first driver to set a lap. Yeah, indeed, it's going to be Norris, and then Verstappen, I suppose. And everyone is slowly but surely also leaving the pits. Yeah, they are crawling out of the pits now. Leclerc and Hamilton. God damn. God damn. Antonelli is leaving as well. And Norris is going to start his flying lap. Last corner, yeah. Like, I don't know if they had like some sort of a festival here or something. Like, there is so many of these skid marks on the track, you know. Oh, Lindblad, incident noted, unsafe release. That's not good. That is not good. Stupid mistake from them, but you know, happens. So far it's Verstappen who has the fastest lap, or the fastest first sector. Maybe Red Bull was sandbagging, you know, they were hiding their actual pace or something, I don't know. But yeah, Lando comes around and of course he goes up to first. He's the first driver to set a lap. And now we have Verstappen. Fastest second sector as well. And he goes in front of Norris. By, holy shit, by a lot. Edger P3, Piastri P2. Yeah, Piastri had the fastest third sector. Now we are watching Leclerc. Lindblad goes up to P5. Although he's, you know, he might be under investigation later. Leclerc P3. Antonelli P7. Well, actually, no, never mind. Antonelli did not set a lap yet. He's going to finish his lap right now in a few seconds. And Antonelli goes P1. Whoa. He set the fastest third sector, and it was enough to be in front of Verstappen and everyone else. Russell goes P2. I'm kind of surprised that Verstappen is so close to the Mercedes cars. Hamilton did not set a lap for some reason. Like, he went out, but now they pushed his car back in. I don't know what's going on. Did he make him? Oh yeah, he made. Oh yeah, he went. He went way too wide into turn 3. So that's why he aborted the flying lap. That's why he decided to come back to the pits, you know, because he messed it up. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised about, Verstappen being so close to Antonelli and Russell. Piastri is almost 3 tenths away from Antonelli's lap time. Leclerc is already over 3 tenths away. Norris is almost 5 tenths away. Hedger is almost a second away. So yeah. And of course, Lawson and Lindblad are kind of close together. P8 and P9. They can't really get further ahead, in terms of position, in my opinion. They just simply cannot pull that off. Although the track is going to improve. And maybe if Hedger doesn't improve, then they can beat him, but I don't know. But yeah, Hedger is very far from Verstappen's lap. I don't know if something happened. Maybe 4 minutes to go from qualifying or off qualifying. Yeah, almost half second away from Antonelli. Not George Russell, but Norris. P6. Verstappen is the fastest in the first 2 sectors, except, well, actually he is, yeah. First 2 sectors are Verstappen, and then the last is Antonelli. Yeah, they're leaving again. Hamilton had to stop and let someone in front. It's one of the Red Bulls, I think. Who is it? I don't know. I couldn't see it. It was one of the Red Bulls. Hedger, I think. Yeah. Seems like it was Hedger. And now others are leaving as well. The 2 Racing Bulls, 2 McLarens. Leclerc as well. And Verstappen as well, I think. But yeah, Hamilton needs to, pull stuff together. Because he might end up very low in the grid. Yeah, Verstappen is also leaving the pits now. Okay, so Lindblad will not be investigated for unsafe release. It's kind of a lucky incident for him, or a lucky conclusion for him. I mean, we did not really see a replay of that, so I don't know what happened. I guess maybe they will show it later, or in one of these like highlight videos they do, because Formula One does these kinds of like highlight videos of races and the qualifying sessions as well, and the practice sessions, So maybe they will put that incident into the highlight. Yeah, everyone is on their flying laps now. I mean, it's going to be the last for everyone, 37 seconds remaining. Leclerc goes fastest in the first sector. Oh. Sector 2 goes to Hamilton. The Ferraris are suddenly very quick. Let's see, Hamilton. And he goes first. Barely. barely, but he's ahead of Antonelli and Russell. Leclerc has the fastest first and second sector, so he might take the lead. And he does indeed. So Leclerc, Hamilton 1-2 for now, but Russell takes the fastest first sector. Verstappen is the fastest in the second sector. Piastri up to P7. Oh, Verstappen drops it. And he hit the wall. Yeah, it's over. And Russell has to let off. Yeah, Russell has to let off. It's yellow flags. Verstappen dropped it before the last, before the, what do you call it? The turn, what is it? Turn 9. Yeah, Verstappen drops it in turn 9, yellow flags, and everyone has to abort their laps. And Russell did not slow down. I think he did set a really good lap. He is in first place, but I think that lap time is going to be deleted. But yeah, Verstappen overdid it. And I think Russell did not slow down because he's over 2 tenths ahead of Leclerc and Hamilton. Yeah, I doubt that they're going to let that lap time, exist. I think they will delete it, but yeah, like Verstappen just simply overdid it. He tried to carry way too much speed into turn 9. Yeah, like he started to turn, and after like a second, the car just spun. He lost the rear. He overdid he overdid it. Too much speed. I mean, yeah, the mirror is broken, but the suspension seems to be fine. So he might be able to move the car, but it doesn't matter because the session ended and drivers had to cancel their laps because of Verstappen crashing. It was a pretty big impact. It was similar to how Ricciardo crashed in like 2019, I think. Okay, they're showing the Russell replay, and yeah, it's indeed yellow, but okay. So they're going to delete this lap because Russell did not slow down for the yellow flags. He just simply ignored it. Yeah, they will have to get rid of that lap time because he was not far behind Verstappen, So yeah, it's for now Russell is on pole, but I don't think they are going to let him have that, because he was kind of speeding under yellow. Yeah, okay, so race control, Russell incident noted yellow flag infringement, so he's going to be investigated, that's for sure, because currently he's on pole. He set the fastest lap, but he did not slow down for the yellow. So he's going to be, I think they will delete his lap time. They should. He's celebrating and everything, but yeah, he doesn't know, I guess, that he's going to be investigated. But if they delete his lap, then it's going to be Leclerc on pole position for tomorrow. And then Hamilton in P2, I think. Right? Yeah, indeed. It's going to be Leclerc and Hamilton, first and second, if they delete the lap time of Russell. But that was a very good lap from him. Over 2 tenths in front of Leclerc. But yeah, Verstappen overdid it. What a shame. What a shame. Antonelli P4. So was Russell behind Antonelli before that lap? Because if they're going to delete his lap, then Russell might be behind Antonelli for tomorrow's race, you know. Yeah, Leclerc and Russell are talking about something. Yeah, Verstappen, I guess not very happy with the accident, you know. I mean, who would be, you know? But okay, they are showing Frederick Wasser. He's on his phone right now. I guess he's DMing, you know, every single FIA steward that, hey, look at the cameras, please. Or look at the replays, please. And Fisichella is going to um, host the interviews at this race. I was kind of expecting maybe Wurz, you know, or someone Austrian, you know, but yeah. I guess Russell still haven't been told. I kind of want to wait and see if they will actually tell him or if they are going to be investigating him because so far they just the race control so far just simply noted the incident, but it did look like on the onboard footage of Russell that he simply ignored the yellow flags and did not slow down at all. That's why he was so much quicker than Leclerc. So if I had to predict things, then you know I think they will just simply delete his lap time. So is he? Oh, wait, what? So the stewards are saying no further investigation for the yellow flag infringement. That is very interesting because Verstappen was in the wall when you know Russell was coming up. So it was very strange, very strange. Like the light on the left was flashing. I think that it only does that when it's yellow flags, you know. So that's interesting. I guess they told Russell now that there won't be any investigation, but that doesn't make much sense to me because you can see that it's flashing yellow, you know, on the lamp on the left side, on the track side, you know. That's very weird. But you know, sometimes the FIA makes decisions that make no fucking sense, you know. They sometimes penalize drivers for something that, you know, they let others off for, you know. Sometimes they do not penalize drivers even though they should. But yeah, that's very strange that they did not delete his lap time for that. I don't understand why. Like he was a few hundred meters behind Verstappen when Verstappen was in the wall, you know. So how was it? Okay, I don't really understand. Very weird decision by the FIA. Very weird. But yeah, it seems like if Ferrari doesn't challenge this decision, then well, it's going to be Russell Paul ahead of Leclerc and Hamilton, and the Antonelli, Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, Hadjar, Lawson, and Lindeblad for the top 10 for tomorrow. Which of course I'm going to be doing a watch along of, you know, again. But yeah, good stuff. This was a great qualifying in my opinion. Like it wasn't super exciting, but yeah, this lap from Russell was pretty impressive. That's for sure. Okay. So let me swap over to a different screen because, well, we don't really need this one since the session ended. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So yeah, kind of a surprising decision in my opinion about Russell not being how do I say it? Like they didn't delete his lap for some reason, even though he was right behind Verstappen when Verstappen was in the wall, so very strange that they didn't even like how do I say it? Like they just noted it and then investigated it for a few minutes and then said no penalty. So yeah, okay. I don't know. So yeah, tomorrow it's going to be Russell on pole ahead of the two Ferraris. Tomorrow I will also be streaming this. I don't know the exact start time, but I will be streaming it. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's stream and I'll see you next time. So bye bye.